Hey everybody, Harry Newhand here. Thanks for joining me in the Distributors Academy, MLM Success Academy. Thanks for coming in. Monday, 1st of May, first Monday of May. Anyway, thanks for joining me. A couple of things I want to go over today. I've been covering objections, the five categories that objections fall under. All objections. I mean, they did this study, all markets, common problems, all languages. There's five categories that all objections come under. And a couple of weeks ago, I did the first category. Last week, I did the second category. Today, we're going to do the third one. Before I get to that, though, I want to encourage you to watch that interview I did with Jim Packard and George Campbell, the authors um, of the consistency chain for network marketing. Powerful book, absolutely awesome. And the principles that they share in there is for anything that you're trying to accomplish, any part of your life. And of course, as we know, and as we've heard so many times, a chain can only be as strong as its weakest link. And this here, the consistency chain, and that's one of the three C's I teach: commitment, um, consistency, and confidence. And consistency is critical. My mom used to teach me a drop of water over a period of time will crack a rock. That's consistency of the same activity over and over and over again. You'll eventually break through. And so watch that interview. It's fun. It's short. It's only about 20, 25 minutes long. It's funnier than heck. George was a comedian, still is a comedian, but he was a stand-up comedian for over a decade. So anyway, great interview. I got more coming, by the way. I'm going to try to release one a week that I've already recorded that are ready to go. So that's a good one. Okay, so number three. So the first one was time. I don't have enough time. That's one of the objections. The first one. The second one was I don't have any money. And these objections are for sales, network marketing, in the industry, signing people up, recruiting. I don't have enough time to do that. And there's always, there's always something else. It's generally never just time or money. And I shared with you how to answer those and how to address those and how to overcome those. So watch those two videos the last 2 weeks that I did, number one and number two. Number three, here's the third one. The third one is either a spouse or another person. Another person or a spouse. We're looking for that confirmation. We're looking for that um, permission. We're looking for that acceptance. And it's usually a spouse or some other person, significant person in your life that shoots you down or that you're using as a reason not to do what you want to do. And, you know, there's something to be said for that. But what we want to do when you're recruiting and you're talking to adults, and uh, and for those of you that are adults and you need that other person's permission or you need that other person's approval, I want to encourage you to put it in perspective. As adults, you're capable and mature enough to make your own decision. You don't need permission. Now I know, and I get it. Some marriages and I don't do anything without my spouse's approval. I don't do anything with my spouse's permission. The reality is that I get it. I get it because that's the environment that I was brought up in. But what I realized is that we are all independent. Even though we're together, we're still independent. And so what we've learned how to do, what you want to think about is give yourself permission and ask your spouse or significant other or that other person for support. You don't need their permission. You can make your own decision. You give yourself permission. I'm giving you permission to give yourself permission. Ask them for support. Because if you really want to do something, isn't that what you do? If you really want that dress, or if you really want that pair of shoes, or if you really want that business trip, or if you really want that golf club, don't you ask for support? You do whatever you have to do to get them to see it your way. You ask them for support. You don't ask them for permission. You want it, you go get it. Well, it's the same thing with a business opportunity or with products that you're being exposed to or that you're sharing with somebody. an opportunity where they can change their financial future, an opportunity where they can earn an extra 500 to 1,500 a month part-time, an opportunity where they can change their financial position in life if they decide to go full-time, and they work it and they learn how to do the skills that it takes to build a business. So it's not a question of asking for permission, it's believing enough and getting them to believe enough in themselves and your opportunity and your support that they will ask their spouse or significant other for support and not permission. So it's important to understand the distinction here, because that is a big thing. It was for me. It was always, they in sales they call it a two-legger. Two-legger means you got to get both spouses. And a lot of sales presentations revolve around that, especially when it deals with money, like time sharing or real estate. If you're investing, you always have to have both parties to agree. Well, with a business opportunity, that's not the case. The case is, and by the way, the other thing isn't either. That's a whole nother topic. But with a business opportunity or with products that you're selling in the network marketing industry, you don't need somebody else's permission. You want their support. So if you really see it, and again, if you develop your presentation around the philosophy that you are coming from a position of caring and a position of service, and if they really see it, and if you really explain it well and you deliver your message, and by the way, I teach messaging. We teach that in one of our courses, but if you deliver that message properly, and it's not something you learn, some people have it naturally, but it's not something that most people learn right away. It took me a while to learn messaging, and it took me a while to learn how to deliver the message so that people can see the opportunity and overcome these objections, especially this one, because again, it's a lot better to ask for support, and it's a lot more independent and mature for adults to ask for support if you really see it. And our job, my job was, and your job is, to deliver a presentation so that they can see the opportunity for them. And that's an important distinction, important for you to know. So again, for you yourself, if you're looking for an opportunity, ask for support, not permission. And if you are delivering a presentation and you are trying to recruit somebody, make sure you do that presentation so that they see it, that they need to ask for support. And sometimes you bring it up. They say, I want to talk to my spouse. What about? Well, I want to ask for their opinion. Well, they didn't see the presentation. You saw the presentation. They don't have an opinion. All they have is an opinion about, no, you shouldn't spend any money. So if do you really see it for yourself? Do you see an opportunity for you? Yes. Then you don't need their permission. Ask them for your support. I'm not telling you to go around telling people how to live their marriage and how to live their life, but I want you to understand, and I don't do that either, but I do make sure I get the message across clear. I don't want the spouse trying, the person my prospect, to go try to convince their spouse on a presentation that I just delivered to them, because it rarely happens. I want them to go ask for support. Okay, so that's the message for today. Next week we'll do number 4. So number 1 was time, 2 was money, 3 is spouse or some other person that puts out the fire, that throws water on it, that takes that dream away, that takes it away. So hopefully this helped you out. Next week we'll do number 4. We're almost done. We got 4 and number 5. You're going to love these last two, especially number 5. It is going to that when I shared this with a class that I'm doing, when I shared with them, that boom, the breakthrough started happening. The fireworks started going. They said, "Oh my God, that was me." So anyway, we'll get to that next week. And you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. By the way, listen to that interview. And those of you that haven't taken advantage of it, by the way, welcome to all of our new members. We've got a lot of new members coming in. If you haven't taken advantage of it, or if you didn't know, all of my new members are entitled to a free coaching session. So feel free to message me, or you can also send me an email, harrynewhan@gmail.com. You can go on to my Calendly account, calendly.com/top sales. Request a free coaching session and see if I can add value to what you're doing, whatever block. Remember, whatever barriers in front of you, your next level of greatness is on the other side of that. So if I can share some ideas with you, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. why don't you connect with me and share with me your challenge, your barrier that you're faced with right now, whether it's recruiting, messaging, scripting, selling, whatever it is that you're having challenge with. Let's talk about it and see if I can help you. I know I can help you, but let's see where I can add value to that challenge. You overcoming it. All right, everybody, have a great day. Talk to you then.